we're Xavier strings and we're violinists. We love playing a slightly unusual instrument for the Caribbean, what people would call a European instrument, but we were raised to know our culture. We were raised in tambourine music and folk music.
And parang and Bollywood music, and we play everything as a result of it. So all of our music is actually influenced by the Caribbean cultures. So you'll hear, like earlier, there was a, what's it called, like the jig, Tobago jig, in the music.
But I have to say, it's extremely unusual to see our music, soca, being played by violin.
Well, it's who we are. We play what we are. Europeans play classical music, we play soca. That makes sense to us. We play soca, we play calypso, we play kaiso, we break it down with the jig, we play reggae and all. We play everything, it's our music.
Okay, how has your experience been here at Caribbean Week 2017?
It's been great. We would have loved to have gone to a lot more of the activities. So, I mean, today we came to this event and it was fantastic. The venue was beautiful. The people were amazing. Totally Caribbean in nature. And we had a wonderful time.
And highly professional.
Yes.
People, everything was really, really well organized.
Yes.
We came a little bit early and people were just buzzing and it was fabulous. It was really good.
And the whole concept of rum and rhythm, I mean, it's different. It's not bacchanal. It's rum, it's classy, but it's about representing who we are, you know?
Are you well received in the Caribbean?
Oh yeah.
Share your experiences with us.
All right. Well, we've done. We tend to do a lot of jazz shows. So we've done Tobago jazz. We've done quite a few different jazz shows in Trinidad, particularly Tobago. We did something
last year, or was it the year before? We did Pan Fusion in Barbados, where it was a pan event. And they thought, let's bring some strings with it, and we kind of collaborated. Like, pan and violin, it was fantastic in Barbados.
Yeah.
So we try to go as much as we can to different islands.
Beckway.
We were in Beckway last year, or this year. We were in Beckway this year for the Beckway Music Festival. And we want to be able to go out more to kind of show the rest of the Caribbean what we're about. And show the Caribbean that we can do anything. You know, it doesn't matter what instrument is in our hand. We are Caribbean people no matter what, and we'll just vibe.
And that's what it is. We want to let the youth know more. That we want the youth to know more what it is. We want them to know more and more what it is to do what it is you love. Be you with what you love to do. Yes, the world is a big global place, but we have a voice, we have a say, we have a way of thinking that's not always represented. And when we do represent it, we do amazing things. And you look at the Heather Headleys and you look at Bob Marley and you look at all the different, I'm just calling musicians right now, but there are huge numbers of actors and orators and politicians and taxi drivers just doing their thing and being us. We have to remember that once we're us, whatever medium we choose to be us in, we'll be fabulous.
But you sure do amazing things. Was it difficult being accepted?
No.
I must say no.
No.
Definitely not. I don't know if it's people naturally connect with the music and somehow the instrument translate music. There were people, I remember we did an event where people said, oh, I don't like soca. I can't take soca. Oh my gosh, no. And I said, okay, no problem. And we come on the violin and we play the songs that they said they didn't like. And these people were jumping up and waving up. And
we're like,
it's because the instrument, it allows us to kind of create that divide, bring the divide together, Yeah. So it's different.
Bring the divide together.
Yeah, it kind of made sense in my head.
It's not Moses, no.
It is.
I'm curious to know, though, what led you to be interested in an instrument that Dave said is unusual for Caribbean entertainers?
Well, it just turns out our mom is a double bassist. She used to tour Europe and stuff as a child, and she tells us, because we have no explanation for it. We were born, she's a double bassist, we were here, and she was playing on top of us. And then when we popped out, she put us in front by the first violins and say, deal with them. You know,
Caribbean. She played in an orchestra in Europe. So we've always been kind of surrounded by the strings. And we just naturally kind of, probably when you were like 6, 7, we came and said, Mom, we want to learn the violin. And she was like, okay.
It was random because after 2 years old, we never played. We were no longer ever exposed to it. So it was just different for her. And we didn't even know where it came from.
After 2 years, until when?
2 years old until like 6, 8.
that we actually picked up the
Yeah.
violin. And
just
and we've been
decided
playing
to-
together for a while. Xavier Strings as an entity only officially started in 2011, but we've been playing in different formats. We were playing in Europe before we actually performed something on the BBC when we were
Yeah, for
called
BBC Radio.
we called ourselves Xavier
Xavier.
at the time. But later on, we eventually said, okay, let's make this a little bit more original.
we
Xavier
did not.
Strings.
We did not decide that.
You didn't?
We when we came back to Trinidad to launch launch at an event, and we told the MC our name. This
That's true.
amazing woman. I can't remember her name. I apologize. And she just said, we said, okay, so our name is Xavier, and she's like, Xavier.
Yeah.
What was that? Okay, all right, fine, whatever. And she walks on and goes, and I announce Xavier Strings,
Yeah,
and we're like,
very
all right, so that's us now. Okay, fine.
Oh,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Where are you based?
We are based in Trinidad, and we're all over Trinidad. So we'd love to come back as much as we can, and really, as I said, try and go through the whole Caribbean region and take the music,
diaspora.
and even beyond the Caribbean, take it to Europe, to Trinidad and Tobago, and the Caribbean people are everywhere. They're in Italy, they're in Spain, they're in Greenwich, they're all over the world. And we want to be able to kind of travel and take the music to them and make sure they feel like they're still at home, even though you're so far away. You know, it's cold, it's wet, but you can still move a little bit. You can still get some vibes
Yeah.
because it's your own music. You know.
Exactly.
Let me ask, sisters, so there must be tension between you all. Never
the
mind the
time.
chemistry that we saw on the stage.
The music is the one thing, and I have to tell you, it's the one thing that brings us together.
That's it,
That
nothing
brings us
else.
so close together because we're
Nothing
totally
else.
different
Chalk and
personalities.
cheese.
Always have been. We've always fought. Always.
Constant.
We never agree.
On
the
anything.
only time we agree is on stage. And literally,
Not
you
even
know,
on stage, just on stage. In
Wi-
music.
in music.
We will come together and we just have a natural synergy. We will be doing a song check. We can't remember something. Janine will start some random group of random notes and I will just play something to go with it and it just works.
Yeah.
We don't know.
makes
Maybe
sense.
it's just a sister thing.
Which one is the horrible one?
She is.
I
I am.
No, exactly. You
am.
see?
Horrible is such a strong word.
Horrible, isn't it? She's bossy as nobody's
not
business.
bossy.
Mwah. And she's the younger one.
Yeah.
where do you see Xavier Strings 5, 10, 15 years from now? And do you consider yourselves to be trailblazers?
I see us in flat shoes.
Right.
Can I just say these heels? Anyway, yeah, we want to conquer the world. We want to conquer the world with what is ours. We want to show the world that we are the Caribbean. The Caribbean has much more to offer than people think. And at every turn, we will keep surprising you and we will keep saying, hey, what's that? Hey, look at that. Oh, look. Hey. All right.
Yeah. And even being a surprise, the fact that Janelle and I, we have a band. We have a full, like a 5-6 piece band.
Six-piece, yeah.
But sometimes, you know, right now in the economy, just to tour, you may have to come with the smallest group, which is my sister and I. But our preferred setting is really a full live band because you could do anything. We can go places you've never heard us go before just with our band. So maybe next time we could have everyone come down, but we come as a 2-piece, as a 3-piece, or as a 5-6 piece band. We have a CD actually, and this is actually the CD that shows the band members: a bass guitarist, keyboard, percussion in the back, and a drummer. And so we try and kind of mix it up as much as possible.
Yeah. So
On that note, I want to find out from you, what are some of the challenges that you have had to overcome during your tenure, 2011 launching?
Do you know why we've just not had challenges?
I
I'm
don't-
very serious. We've been extremely blessed, I must say.
Yeah.
We've been blessed with family and friends and support, and that's probably the biggest thing. A lot of other musicians around us kind of say, you know, how y'all do it? And one person who's not here today, and she's usually right here all the time, is our mom. Her name is Joan. She's our mother and our manager. And she's usually, she
Momager.
pushes us. She pushes us, and she's there for us. And she makes sure that we make sure and keep grounded and keep together.
and then she runs away on vacation like she has. now,
Yeah.
And goes, oh, you're taking all our time. I
Yeah,
can't. Okay, and then
Yeah, but
and then
so
she comes back.
we haven't had, I would say we haven't had very big challenges. We've had to adjust a lot. I mean, especially say with the economy, it's changing. And it just meant that every time you have to re-strategize. What do you do different? How do you make it more relevant? How do we keep doing what we love to do and still keep current? You know, and we've been okay.
Segueing off of that, one of the things that I've noticed in covering Carnival and covering crop over in Barbados. That once it's over, regular traditional music is playing on the radio. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, we love Caribbean music, so we try to infuse it as much as possible into every kind of set that we do. Even us, we play outside of Trinidad and Tobago or Caribbean music. We play pop music, we play rock, we play everything. So that today, this was an unusual setting where you would get us strictly playing only local music. We usually try to mix it up because sometimes it's about trying to help people to understand, to pull it into what they are accustomed to listening to.
You want to also give them a sense of voicing. You want
Yeah.
to show them that the range of the instrument as well, because we're proud of what we play. And so sometimes you want to give them something sweet and sultry and then other times you just want to rock out, and other times you want to give them the rhythm.
So you actually play different genres.
We play everything, literally. We play rock, we play hip hop, we play jazz, we play everything. We play Bollywood music, we play Latin. Anything you can think of, we will do it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to find out when are you next coming to Barbados and what message do you have for the Bajans?
Oh my God, the Bajans were fantastic.
Bajan vibes.
Bajan, well, the vibes we experienced, we were told that the crowd at Pan Fusion was stush. We did not experience that in any way, shape, or form. So I have nothing to tell any crowd from Barbados. I said, just be yourself. We enjoyed Barbados.
It was great.
It was fabulous.
And we would love to be back there anytime,
Absolutely.
any day, every other day. Maybe go to Jamaica and all the other countries in between. Yeah.
Well, I wish you guys continued success. Look forward to seeing a lot more in the coming years.